Why do most people remain poor even when working hard? The answer is shocking, uncomfortable, and, for many, almost offensive. But that's precisely why it needs to be said right at the beginning, before the video advances and you fall into the same mental cycle that keeps millions of people stuck in the same place. Because no matter how much you work, how much time you dedicate, how many overtime hours you do, if you don't understand what's really behind modern poverty, you'll keep repeating. To samepath, believing that you lack effort, when in reality you only lack one thing: understanding the game. And this is the point that almost no one talks about, because it's frightening, because it exposes the truth, because it forces you to look at your own behavior with brutal honesty. But if you stay with me until the end, everything will start to make an uncomfortable and at the same time liberating sense. The first part of the answer is simple, but profound. People don't realize that. They work within a system designed to reward predictability, not financial intelligence. The average worker prides themselves on being stable, disciplined, punctual, but none of that builds wealth. It only keeps you operational, useful, replaceable. It's hard to hear this, but the truth needs to be told. The physical and emotional effort you put into your work doesn't automatically translate into financial freedom. In fact, the system needs you to believe that effort is everything, because effort is easy to control. It's easy to demand. It's easy to pay little for it. The part that almost no one realizes is that those who get rich focus on leverage, not effort. And here's the shock. Modern poverty isn't the result of a lack of work. It's the result of working too hard in the wrong place, trading life for money, instead of building mechanisms that make money work for you. This is where most people get stuck. There's a deep, almost programmed, emotional belief that getting rich is morally suspect, while struggling to survive is honorable. Many people work hard not because they want to, but because they believe that's how things are. And if someone comes along with an alternative, a strategy, a different path, the immediate reaction is to defend their own limitations as if they were absolute truth. The conditioning is so strong that you feel guilty just thinking about earning more than you earn today. And that, in itself, it's devastating enough to prevent any real change. But there's an even more dangerous second layer. Most people remain poor because they underestimate their own time. Every minute of your life has value. Not symbolic value, real value, measurable value. But while you sell your time for a salary, those who get rich by time, they buy hours, they buy processes, they buy knowledge, they buy freedom. And the more time they buy, the more time they have to think, to create, to see opportunities you'll never see while you're too busy, just surviving. And here's the most ironic part of all this. The busier you are, the less money you make. The daily rush blinds you. Routine swallows the ability to think. And those who don't think repeat. And those who repeat remain in the same place. And remaining in the same place is the modern definition of poverty. And before you think, but I have no choice, understand, everyone does. The difference is that most people only make decisions based on fear of failing. Fear of looking ridiculous, fear of taking risks, fear of losing what little they have. So they stay in jobs they hate, surrounded by people who they think small, repeating habits that lead nowhere, living paycheck to paycheck, believing that a raise a better year, an external opportunity will finally change everything. But it doesn't. Because it's not the salary that transforms your life. It's how you use the salary. And that's the point that separates, with almost mathematical brutality, those who become poor and those who become rich. While some spend to alleviate the stress caused by their routine, others invest to escape it definitively. While some buy distractions, others buy tools. While some buy status, others buy freedom. And freedom, contrary to what it seems, is built in silence. It's not glamorous. It doesn't appear on the feed. It doesn't get likes. It doesn't impress anyone at first. But that's precisely why most ignore this path, because it requires playing the long-term game. Well, almost everyone is addicted to immediate results. The shocking truth is that poverty is not caused by the system, the economy, or the lack of opportunities. It is caused by a set of small choices repeated endlessly that build a predictable destiny. Not realizing this turns lives into cycles. Realizing this transforms cycles into opportunities. And you don't need luck. You need awareness. And, most importantly, you need the courage to break the mental pattern that keeps you trapped. Because hard work won't get you out of poverty, but understanding the game will. And now that you know this, the question is, will you continue playing the game as before? Or will you use this awareness to change everything? If this truth made you think, comment below what shocked you the most. Subscribe to the channel to follow the next videos, because I'm going to show you exactly how to break this cycle. And leave a like, so this video reaches those who are still trapped believing that effort is enough. The answer is shocking, but change begins when you decide to face the truth.